Hey blockchain visionaries, I'm George Levy. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin being accepted as legal tender in El Salvador. So what we have is that in El Salvador, Bitcoin is now a national currency. It used to be just the US dollar was the national currency for El Salvador, but now Bitcoin is also a national currency. And in this video, I'm going to tell you all about what that means, and in the process, I'll get you a side of fries with that. So let's talk Bitcoin and talk about El Salvador, because now that Bitcoin is legal tender in El Salvador, many new doors have opened and there are many exciting new things that are happening because of this development. So I'm going to take you right now, I'm going to take you specifically onto some of what's written about this so you can get into the details of what's going on. So right now, what it really matters is that in El Salvador, Bitcoin becomes legal tender. It means that it's just as valid as a US dollar, which is the national currency prior to this move, which took place on Tuesday, September 7th. And now Bitcoin is legal tender. The country has gone as far as to actually give the residents and actually citizens of El Salvador $30 worth of Bitcoin if they actually get the wallet to be able to do transactions in Bitcoin. Now, in solidarity to this around the world, I bought $30 worth of Bitcoin on September 7th, and so did many other Bitcoiners around the world. It's just a statement of saying that this is a huge step in the history of Bitcoin. But let me take you into the specifics of what this really means. Because right now that Bitcoin has actually been accepted as legal tender in El Salvador has actually made it very easy for people to be able to actually pay at Starbucks or pay at MacDonalds. In fact, you can also go to Pizza Hut. Many places now will accept Bitcoin for you to make payments. In previous videos that I've posted, I've actually traveled around the world and for instance, I will go to a supermarket in Curacao called Esperamos and I pay in Bitcoin. Or I go to Burger King in Arnhem and I buy a Whopper and I pay in Bitcoin because they accept Bitcoin. But that's not the common place. Like in the United States, Starbucks doesn't accept regularly Bitcoin, neither does McDonald's, neither does Pizza Hut. But in Salvador, they do. Now, let's go one step further what this really means by actually giving you an example. This is actually a tweet from someone in San Salvador, the capital of El Salvador, actually buying breakfast at McDonald's and actually paying in Bitcoin. But notice what he says. He says specifically, he paid for his breakfast and he was given a receipt that actually had a QR code that took him to the Lightning invoice. The Lightning invoice term is because this is actually a payment that's executed on the Lightning network. The Lightning network is a payment mechanism that runs off-chain. It's parallel to the Bitcoin network, but you can do transactions a lot faster in there. So what El Salvador has actually done is that right now McDonald's is accepting Bitcoin, but those payments are on the Lightning network, which is a lot faster than actually doing transactions on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has limitations. You can only do approximately up to 7 transactions per second. But the Lightning network can actually process thousands of transactions. However, the Lightning network does have deficiencies in it, and I want to talk about some of them. Because the Lightning network, what it allows you to do is you're able to do a lot more transactions than what you'll be able to do on-chain in Bitcoin, because it actually goes off-chain. You're able to do transactions as a second layer on top of the Bitcoin blockchain, and there's a series of nodes that are Lightning nodes that process these transactions. However, it's not every single Bitcoin. It's only the number of Bitcoins that are actually locked outside of the Bitcoin blockchain onto the Lightning network where you're doing the transactions. So that does have limitations. You can't do every single transaction on the Lightning network. Why? Because you might not have enough Bitcoins out on the Lightning network. And you can only process transactions on the chain whenever you finish the transactions on the Lightning network. So there are scalability issues in the Lightning network, primarily because it's a new technology. And not as many people have gotten on the Lightning network, so you don't have as many nodes. As a result, some people complain about centralization issues, because if you don't have that many nodes on the Lightning network, is it truly decentralized? So those are limitations. However, this is the perfect example of what Lightning Network can be if it's actually in El Salvador, because it's becoming the primary mechanism for being able to do all these payments. And it's a perfect testing ground to see how the technology will work. I hope you found this video valuable. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I answer all my comments and I would love to hear from you. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, just hit subscribe and hit the bell. I publish brand new videos every single week and I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And as I always say, we're changing the world one blockchain at a time.